My name is Nilesh. I'm a product manager working for IBM. I specifically work on Istio and IBM Container Services.
Hey guys, my name is Lee Calcote. I'm with SolarWinds. Nilesh and I are both here at KubeCon EU, Copenhagen.
Cool. Hey Lee, so you work for SolarWinds as head of technology. Can you please give us an idea about what the SolarWinds does?
Yeah, sure. So SolarWinds is into monitoring and management of almost everything under the sun. I'm trying to think of the exception, but it's software that's intended for to help out the IT professional or the DevOps professional or the managed services provider. So there's collectively about 50 products across our three portfolios. We're finding most of our customers are doing hybrid things. There's generally a pretty good mix between on and off-prem things that they do, and so we provide them with software that will monitor their applications, their applications health, their infrastructure health, and so we're responsible for blowing up a lot of people's pagers, I would say, all the alerts that are generated.
Wow, that's pretty awesome. So as both of us know, here at the KubeCon, one of the hottest technology is Istio, which is a service mesh that helps you to connect, manage, and secure your microservices, right? So as you know, one of the hottest technology here at KubeCon is Istio. In its core, Istio is a service mesh which helps you to connect, secure, and manage your microservices together, right? And I learned a few weeks back that you guys actually internally adopted the Istio in order to solve some of the microservice management related problems, right? Can you please give us an idea around what kind of microservices related challenges that you guys were facing and why you adopted the Istio in the first place?
Yeah, you bet. We have a number of our offerings that are delivered as SaaS, as a subscription, and so many of those are written using microservices or in a microservices architecture. So we've got a lot of containers floating around. We've got some container orchestrators in the mix as well, and just coming to understand that service mesh has become a thing, and it's Istio is kind of a force to be reckoned with in that space, and have gone over and I would say this, that we pretty commonly dog food our own monitoring software. Like observability is a very meaningful thing to us and certainly to our customers. And to the extent that we do that, observability is one of those things you get out of a service mesh, out of Istio.
Yep.
And amazingly enough, you get it essentially for free without going in and changing our existing services. So we have a lot of need. We're probably a company that internally our teams can never have enough metrics, can never have enough traces or logs, and those are things that you just get out of an Istio deployment. So particularly as we embark on creating some new SaaS offerings, we're doing so in a greenfield way and in a way in which we're leveraging modern architectures, and so in our minds the service mesh is bread and butter to a new modern architecture.
Cool, very nice. Can you also give us an idea, when I talk to sometimes with the IBM customers and partners, sometimes people tend to get overwhelmed by the Istio because it just has too much to offer and people don't know where to start from, right? Can you please give us an idea on your journey, how you incrementally adopted the Istio just to sort of feel comfortable using it?
Yeah, I feel like if we were having a group discussion, my answer here might be somewhat cliched, in part because I think this is the answer I know it is for a number of people that I've spoken to who've deployed service meshes, and that is, actually, it's back to the observability.
Sure.
Back to the notion that you can get a lot out of the requests that are going across your service mesh, out of their latency, their responses, a lot of logs and distributed tracing out of it, and that you can do so without disrupting your current deployments. And so for us, again, sort of with our observability focus, that was a real attractant to us to glean more metrics out of our systems. So we've kind of started there. What we've also discovered that pretty quickly is that the built-in certificate authority and auth that runs that has helped just us secure our sort of intra-cluster communication. So we're no longer kind of soft and gooey in the middle, but we've begun to harden things there. And now, actually, with the traffic control, we're finding maybe we're having to write a little less code into some of our services. Some of those things that we would be writing into our application code, we're able to actually control some of our canary deploys, like where it is that specific customers who are close with us and partner with us on trialing out some of our beta capabilities, we're able to reroute them over to that version of our service and have them give feedback, and really not necessarily with engaging the developers at all.
Wow. So that's pretty interesting. So you guys basically started from the observability aspects, and then you incrementally added other features, or incrementally started using other features of Istio around the Istio auth, traffic management, maybe even one day policy management. Who knows?
Yeah.
That's great. And can you give us an idea about like what's your sort of adoption strategy looks like over the next couple of months? What additional things or what additional services that you plan to bring onto the Istio?
Yeah, I would say that it maybe goes back to a comment that I'd made before around how much it is that we try to dog food some of our own services. And so it wasn't, I think it was in the .6 release of Istio that we produced a SolarWinds adapter, an adapter that connected up to Papertrail, up to AppOptics, and over to Loggly. And we certainly use our services to monitor some of, this is kind of a weird statement, we use our services to monitor our services. And so as part of that, now that we've produced the SolarWinds Istio mixer adapter, it's time for us to dog food that as well.
Gotcha.
So that's probably next up for us, is deploying that adapter and benefiting.
Cool, very nice. Thank you for joining me today.